Yeah, so I think what we've found with what's going on in our society right now, and obviously with what's happened with marketers boycotting Facebook, um, there's this clear need for marketers to spend significant amount of energy, effort, and resources and time in really thinking through how to best protect their brand going forward. Um, and so, and doing it in a way that also supports quality journalism, supports diversity of voices and healthy discourse. And so we've launched a whole effort around sort of helping marketers activate a what we like to say is a purpose-driven approach to their advertising that, as I've said, really is focused on supporting their brand reputation and supporting diversity of voices and quality of content going forward. And so we've launched a suite of offerings to support this. We've launched a multicultural marketplace that supports hundreds of minority-owned publications. We've launched a curated news marketplace that is really meant to help brands activate on quality journalism. And so through some of these efforts, and those are just some of them, we're working hard every single day with our clients to let them know that there is an alternative to the way that they've been spending their marketing dollars to date, and doing it in a way that is more purposeful going forward. It's definitely a unique point in time for our ecosystem and for marketing in general, just with so many questions sort of up in the air right now around the future of addressability. Um, you know, for us, we have really been focused on this notion of first-party user authentication, as we've talked about, and respect for privacy in general, because we think that that ultimately is going to help brands build more meaningful and respectful relationships with their consumers. And so we've architected a platform that basically allows marketers to work with their preferred ID partner, who has developed infrastructure that supports their needs in a way that will drive the best outcomes and also help marketers protect their own data, right? So it's as much about making sure that you have the consent of consumers, but it's also making sure that marketers feel like their data is being protected as well. And so our whole strategy going forward has been to develop sort of this open infrastructure that allows for marketers to basically pick the best path that they think makes sense for their business, that provides the greatest level of addressability going forward. So, we launched Source about a little under a year ago, and the whole idea was really around achieving an accountable, addressable ecosystem that's aligned to marketers' outcomes and the needs of all sort of ecosystem players. It's why we're sort of beating the drum on this. It's why we're spending a huge amount of effort and energy on this right now with our partners, is because, without these notions of alignment and accountability and addressability, I think the lack of trust, the current opacity in the system, is going to create friction points that are just unachievable to overcome relative to walled gardens going forward. And so that's sort of why we're laser focused on Source and delivering it to all of our clients, working closely with our ecosystem partners, so that they are also aligned to sort of the principles that we think matter most going forward, because we see a world where marketers have 100% trust in the supply chain that they're buying, have full visibility into ROI so that they can better understand where they have the most performance supply and what drives the best outcomes for them. And I think if we can do that, we will set ourselves up for success. I think if we live in a murky world that we are in today, I'm very concerned about the vitality of the advertising industry. So like the stark contrast is really focus on accountability and addressability, or don't. If you do, you're going to bring trust back to the ecosystem. You're going to bring trust to marketers who I think really aren't sure what they should be doing going forward. And at the same time, like move the industry forward to sort of like the next phase in programmatic advertising with addressability signals that are rooted in first-party data, are rooted in consent, and set ourselves up for great success going forward as an industry.